Hey everyone, I'm standing on the job site of where I'm going to be building the barn. As you can tell, I have a big open space behind me. Today what we're going to do is we're going to drill out all of the holes that are going to get poured with concrete to make large concrete piers to support the posts for all of the weight that this barn is going to have to carry with the big beams that are going to go on top. Well, how am I going to dig these holes? Well, that's an excellent question. Well, let's go ahead and look and I'll show you here, but it's going to take a little bit of magic. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so what I have behind me here is a skid steer, Bobcat, and then on this side we've got a 24-inch auger. So I've rented this from my local rental place here in the beautiful southern Indiana, and I'm gonna have to get all this stuff off the trailer, and then we're gonna get everything situated and start drilling some holes. One thing you should know, I am a former skid steer operator. I used to own my own skid steer. I sold it, which quite honestly was probably one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. But I've never drilled holes with an auger on a skid steer before, and so maybe a learning curve on the first couple holes, but we're gonna see how it goes, and man, I'm really excited to do this, so come along with me. Let's drill some holes. Alright, I've got the skid steer all set up and ready to go. Like I said, I've never drilled holes with the auger on a skid steer before. I'm assuming it's really not any different than a normal auger, other than this is like having 40 or 50 men working for you at the same time. So I'm going to spend just a second getting used to the controls and making sure I understand how everything works, and then we're going to start digging holes. I've got 13 holes that I'm going to be drilling for the barn today, but I think with this big bad machine it's not going to take very long.
Big that block. I know why the squirrels are here.
They're gonna have to stop in all this.
I know why the squirrels. I think I know why the squirrels are here now. It's to bring up the dirt, so they'll have to dig. It's like to bring. What the squirrels are to bring up the dirt.
Yep. It's like a big drill bit, isn't it?
I learned I can run up to the storage container without stopping still.
You were running?
Yes, I was running.
Oh.
Daddy?
Your lap time needs...
Daddy? I ran up there, I got the stuff, and then I walked back. So, be impressed. Daddy? Come on.
Daddy. Boy. Bunch of limestone.
Elijah, stop. You're going to put that dirt all back in. We got to find the edge of the rock. Grab Miriam's pickaxe. It'll get it under the edge of the pipe, I think.
Grab that pickaxe.
You gotta hold it still so he can.
Yeah. Watch out, buddy.
Over on this side, Elijah. Ooh, we're making sparks. There's iron in there. Use the other side. I think you'll get it around the edge.
We found a body.
Well,
I can see it bouncing. It's not huge.
This is not effective.
Okay.
So.
What will be effective?
What would be effective? That's a good question.
Oh, great.
So like go to this edge where I cleared it out.
Yeah, we're about 2.
Oh boy.
We gotta get past that rock.
Why? What do we gotta do?
We gotta go down another foot.
Well, that was just about more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. I have not run a skid steer for over a year, and I tell you honestly, I really miss it. It's a lot of fun. The very first hole we dug had the biggest rock in it, and it was this one right here. And we had to dig around that. So in Indiana, our land is mostly made of clay and rocks. And so we'd get about a foot or not even a foot down and hit some small rocks. And the deeper you go, of course, it's just more and more rocks. Some holes obviously were worse than others. And hey buddy. And we got through it. The skid steer worked great. All in all, even with a lunch, it only took about 3 hours to get this done. And I don't take the shortest lunches in the world. And so it went pretty quick. And we're happy that it's all done. So the next step that we're gonna have to do is to pour concrete in here. And I do have some round form tubes. These holes are 24-inch, like I said earlier. And so it's gonna be 24-inch forming tubes. We're gonna get all of those tubes level. And then we have some brackets we're gonna set in to accommodate some 8x8 posts. And so that'll be in the next video. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We're on a little adventure here as we're continuing to revamp and grow the sawmill business and the woodworking business. And this is all part of it. So this was Barn Build Part 2. I'm not sure how many parts there's going to be at this point, but we thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next video. God bless, guys. Thanks. And today, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and it's good watching. Some big holes to accommodate some big concrete piers that we're, golly gee.